Hi, my name is RJ Rogers, and I'm a member of the 2018-2019 Millennium Fellows cohort. And to answer these questions here, number one, what is the most beneficial change you saw in yourself personally thanks to the Millennium Fellowship experience? I would say number one for me would be seeking criticism from my peers and learning how valuable that can actually be. From professors and people who work outside of academia and have their own careers and they're already pursuing their interest, and they have, I guess, more authority, it's easier for me to receive that criticism. However, from my peers, I've learned that it's also valuable to gain the insight of my peers. They also have expertise that they're honing in, and in some cases, they already have been doing whatever their passions are for 5, 6, 8+ years, and they have a valuable insight to offer, and they have their own set of skills they can contribute potentially to you or to someone else who may be reaching out to you. So it's good to listen regardless of who they are. Take the time to hear them out. Question number two, what are the 5 most important professional skills you developed thanks to the Millennium Fellowship experience? I would say effectively pitching, learning to address my needs, my wants, and my desires, whatever the case may be, for myself or for the organization that I'm working with. What are our needs, what are our wants, and what are our desires, and how can you go about meeting those? And how can we go about meeting your needs, your wants, and your desires? How can we contribute to you? So it's a two-way street, not just a one-way street, and we do have value that we can give to you potentially. Just let us know what you need, what you want, and potentially what you desire. Question number 3, describe one challenge in your student group or community project and how you apply something you learned from the Millennium Fellowship to the challenging situation and how you approach future challenges in the future as a result. I would say that I have learned to reach out to my community more so than ever. And so the challenge was that with YMCA Teen Achievers, we were seeing that we were pulling in similar individuals and understanding that, hey, we potentially may end up losing student interest. And so what we can do to prevent this is reach out to our networks, see who do we have on our team, and also who are the members that we're connected to outside of our team, and how can we bring them in to work with our students. And also, following that, what are our students' actual interests? And if we actually satisfy their interests, then maybe they'll learn to appreciate the things that we want them to appreciate, such as meeting with college counselors and college advisors. When you're 14 to 15 years old, this may not be of your interest at that moment, and we understand that. But if we can meet their interest and fulfill their desires temporarily, then maybe they'll be willing to work with us rather than bump heads with us. Question number 4, what were your career goals before the Millennium Fellowship experience, and what are your career goals now? Did anything change? I would say that I had potential interest in learning more about the superintendent position and what that encompassed. But now I would say that looking at the chief academic office position is something that I've taken a liking to, and so as an individual who helps oversee the operations of an institution. And to me, that's fun. That's communicating with different organizations, or different departments, I should say, within your institution, and figuring out, hey, what do we need? And how can you fill this need? Who are we not communicating with? What ways can you be supported, and how can we best support you? And so that, to me, is fun, learning how to go about serving people who I work alongside to the best of my ability. Though it can be challenging, yes, it is. Working with people is tough, but it is fun. When you can see the joy that it brings to assist that person or accommodate that person the way they need to be accommodated, so that way they can be effective for you and for themselves as well. To me, that's cool. Question number 5, for future students, what are the top 5 reasons a student should become a Millennium Fellow? I would say developing a sense of community, so building that network of people who have different interests and have different expertise that you may or may not need in the future. That's incredibly valuable, and I would say that's a reason to definitely apply. Gain that sense of credibility, so adding to that resume, yes, that is a factor. The Millennium Fellowship program, it does have weight in our communities that we want to work with potentially, and so understanding that, hey, like, we have a connector here, or you're familiar with this program, I'm a member of this program, or I was once a member of this program, hey, maybe they're more willing to work with you, and that can be very valuable to get that foot in the door for you. And then also broaden your experience. I would say has been very impactful to, meet with individuals who you may not oftentimes meet or work with, and actually learn from them. Once again, learning from my peers has been incredibly valuable. So gaining that experience of working alongside team members who I have never served alongside before, but it's been fun and it's been a fruitful process that I would say I would do it again if I definitely had the opportunity to, which I do. Number 4, I would say challenge your passions. And so by that I mean, you already have identified an interest in this area, but maybe you may find that you have passions in some other area. For me, it's education, but maybe I have a passion in healthcare as well that I have not identified because I haven't had the experience or that exposure to healthcare and what are the issues within healthcare, and that can be valuable to me in terms of fine-tuning my major, fine-tuning whatever skills I want to go about acquiring while I'm in school. And then finally, I would say develop tactics to potentially increase organization effectiveness. So, in looking at the PowerPoints and the things they provide, the content that Millennium Fellowship program provides to us can be very valuable that we can also revisit and go back and hash through with our actual team members. That is incredibly valuable. We can all get on the same page and we have that synergy and we can move together as one. I think that has been incredibly valuable, and it will be incredibly valuable in the future. So thank you.